Test at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Trubisky going to look to throw right away.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Open man here is Gentry.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They run for the first time with Benny Snell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Trubisky.
Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip at his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Snell going to try the right side. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there. It sets him up now 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Snell trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Zach Gentry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they and will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow will throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on is the lefty, Kevin Huber, to kick it away for the Bengals here on 4th down. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Starting the drive with Snell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd down. Again, they defer to Snell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Hey, 18.
Trubisky will throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. 46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, it's Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 40 now on second down. Trubisky, open man, completes it to Claypool. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Snell on the shotgun handoff.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. On first down, Trubisky.
That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Finding Pickens for another catch.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Zach Gentry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
He's got a man, complete, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down.
Here we go.
Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow on play action. He's got Mason complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Ben Mason, 45 yards. And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 18. Ran, up. Yep.
Here's Trubisky. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the 27, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Mason. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now it's Burrow. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw.
Here we go.
And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Stop.
Mixon again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
11 empty paint. 11 empty paint. Stop.
Burrow going to keep it himself. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit. that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he will have the Steelers first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. They run straight ahead with Snell. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Trubisky keeps it himself. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Bengals drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second down. Again, they defer to Snell. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But if you step back and look at this CD